Today's Russian papers report the decision by Russia's telecommunications regulator Roskomnadzor to restrict access to Telegram, the messaging app which is extremely popular in Russia. The government paper Rossiyskaya Gazeta, Roskomnadzor will continue to restrict Telegram in Russia, claiming that the messenger continues to violate Russian legislation, personal data is not protected, and there are no effective measures to counter fraud or the use of the messaging service for criminal and terrorist purposes. The ultra-pro-Kremlin Komsomolskaya Pravda reports that for some months it hasn't been possible to make video calls using this messaging app. But between the 9th and the 10th of February, the situation got more serious. Now there are difficulties sending photos and other large files, error messages when sending normal messages, and other misery. Between 20 and 40% of users have found that they can't use it, either partially or completely. Russian MP and former army officer Andrei Gurylyov calls the restrictions on Telegram defense of the information front line, one of the components of the battle between Russia and NATO. The situation dictates it. There are external threats. Russia will have to react. So Moscow using tension with the West as an opportunity to crack down on a hugely popular messaging app. RBK reports that according to data from September 2025, Telegram was the second most popular messaging app in Russia, behind WhatsApp. 46% of Russians used it. The paper points out that this isn't the first attempt by the authorities to restrict the app. Between 2018 and 2020, they tried to block Telegram, but eventually gave up. In response to the actions of the Russian authorities, the founder of Telegram, Pavel Durov, declared that restricting citizens' freedom is never the right answer. Telegram stands for freedom of speech and privacy, no matter the pressure, he wrote in his Telegram channel. In his opinion, the restrictions are an attempt by the authorities to force its citizens to switch to a state-controlled app built for surveillance and political censorship. There is a clear push to get Russians to switch to the new state-controlled app, which is called Max. RBK also reports that the YouTube domain has completely disappeared from the DNS servers of Roskomnadzor, which should mean the platform is now completely inaccessible without a VPN. Kommersant's headline is a play on words. Instead of not a gram of compassion, not a telegram of compassion, Roskomnadzor continues to restrict Telegram in Russia. From messaging apps to money, Moskovsky Komsomolets reports that Russians are shocked by the increased utility bills they're getting. Utility bills for January have proved a cold shower for people in several Russian regions. On social media and in apartment block chat groups, people have been sharing the amounts of their bills. In some cases, bills have doubled compared to last year, especially for heating. From October, several regions are facing a new double-digit increase in utility tariffs, so the January bills might turn out to be just the first wave of communal shock.